Nothing hurts performance more than fear. Now, this can be fear of failure, this could be fear of rejection, this can be fear of not being enough. As a competitive martial artist, my biggest fear was rejection. That, at the end of the day, this overwhelming feeling that no matter what, it was just not going to be enough. I was not going to be enough, or someone would find me out. My fear was directly at odds with my performance. My job was to compete, it was to fight, it was to win. But the more I won, right, the bigger the stage became. Nationals, Pan American, World Championships. The more I was representing, not just myself, but my country. I really like how Jim Murphy talks about this in his book, Inner Excellence. He says that fear is actually a symptom of a more complex issue. And you're probably thinking, that doesn't make any sense. But for me, it really hit home when he says the root of fear is actually self-centeredness. When we are so focused on ourselves, we are remembering with fear that fear is taking, let me look back in the past and look at all the times that I messed up. Let me project that into the future, right? So when we are self-centered, we are actually placing limits on ourselves without even knowing it. So the big question for this morning, how do we combat that fear, right? How do we really unshackle ourselves? And I think the first step that we need to do is we need to recognize that our ego is actively trying to imprison us in our limits. It's trying to keep us safe. It's saying, look, this is the boundaries of who you are and what you're capable of. So the first step needs to be recognition. And the second step is saying, okay, it's the realization that you don't need to transform your life all at once. That's not how transformation works. You don't go to the gym and after one workout, you're like, look, I'm super buff. It's all about making daily and consistent improvements in your life. The question is, what decision can I make today to begin to rewire my brain and reprogram my heart? I really love how Jim Murphy puts it. He says that our focus should be, how can I raise the level of excellence in my life in order to raise it in others? So all of a sudden, this thought shifts it. It doesn't become self-centered anymore. It becomes other-centered because I'm becoming excellent. I'm chasing excellence in my life in order to elevate someone else. My challenge for you today is to bring this attitude into the mundane, maybe the painful parts of your work. So think, what is the most boring thing or maybe the most mundane thing that you have going on today? Maybe it's an endless rehearsal schedule. Maybe it's early morning practice. Maybe it's after school professional development that you really don't want to go to. Instead of shutting off your brain in that moment and going on autopilot, think about, how can I show up fully present in that moment? How can I bring excellence into this moment in order to raise that level of excellence in all those around me?